Welcome back to another episode of D&D game. Last time, the party ran into something spooky in the Death Headlands and decided to leave at once.
We visited the regional corporate office of Tower King.
Tower King will be struck down like the Tower of Babel. Divine might will come upon this thing that does not actually exist.
I mean, you know what happened with the Tower of Babel. You'll strike down one, and suddenly there'll be 100 more all across the world.
Well, I
all
think
speaking different languages.
Yeah, I think that's the point of striking it down.
Yes, but every tavern will become a Tower King establishment.
I think that's less offensive than everyone working together to try to strike down God. Anyway. Ironhide Lands. You're barely at the cusp of it. From whatever maps that you might have on your person, and a proper, skillful knowledge of the geography, means that you're within a day's march of, or a day's ride of getting to the road. It is not very great for the merchants and the traders to have the Ironhide Lands pretty much be settled upon a road that they need to pass to get to Diarness. There's not really much more to really say about that, is there?
You think they would have just moved the road?
Why didn't they think about that? A well-traveled path that is clearly marked out for travelers. Just move it. Just move a whole 50-mile gap of road.
Also,
overnight.
It's not efficient. Unless there is a town in that small corner there is no point for the road to detour.
It is geography reasons why a road would detour.
Indeed.
Apparently, it doesn't impede us though.
It has slowed you down considerably going through the deserts.
Yeah.
Because the map, let's assume that the map does not have topography shown that would explain why that road is over there and not over there.
Yeah, and right, look at every one of those circles or squares or anything. That's one day you've spent out in the desert.
I mean, we all know the real reason the road goes over there is because otherwise it would infringe on the text of Marr. So we have to make it go around it. But we're going to assume there's topography.
I'm telling you, there's topography.
The text of Marr is physical. Therefore, the road must go around it.
The land itself is scorched with the letters most finely written.
In any case, we should continue traveling, right?
Should we go up to the road beyond the Ironhide Lands and start walking back up the road to see if we can become accosted by the Ironhides, or just go straight dead nuts to the middle of the Ironhide Land?
I'm thinking we should go to the road.
Which way? To the road on the Freeport side or to the Court Knox side?
Well, they're both in the same direction.
Diarness
is in the north.
Or sorry, Diarness. You know what I meant.
Oh, I had to clarify to know.
I said we can go over here, or we can go over here, or we can go over here. That was what I was thinking.
Well, this is supposed to be a peace mission for the Ironhides. Let's approach via road.
So that was what I was thinking, is we come in from the outside, that they'll be more likely to do whatever they would do, thinking we're foreigners or some shit.
Fucking tourists, I swear to God.
If we're lucky, we can find a trade. We can find a trade caravan and insinuate ourselves among them and commandeer it for the purposes of whatever. And
Commandeer it and never give it back.
oh, it might not be something we want. There might be. You might be a bunch of Braga fans for all we know.
Never.
Yes, because there's so many of those out
back. If we encounter a group of Braga fans, they're going to end up with the same fate Braga did.
Did I need a survival, or is that what we're waiting on?
Yes, direction and survival check. So you
It's a
said
direction check.
if we're going out into the open desert, you need survival.
I get
yes.
that. I didn't know you said direction check, and I'm like direction check.
Well, direction because I need to know which direction you're moving. Then survival's how far you're moving. You know, all that stuff. Okay. All right. And before evening evening comes, the party makes it to the Ironhide. Well, close to the Ironhide lands, but they've finally made it back to the road. Right now, the road is barren, and the land about is flat and mostly open and far from any dunes that ambushers could easily hide behind. But desert dwellers are crafty folks, so of course someone ambushes in other ways, more like by riding over on horseback or by just swarming an area in numbers as far back as they can.
They're like trapdoor spiders, you see, hiding directly in the sand.
Well, that has happened out in the desert before.
So do we want to run up the road the other way to look for caravan, or just YOLO it straight into camp?
Best not involve anyone else in this, I'd say.
Do we have enough canvas and sticks that we can make a fake caravan with?
I don't think you have enough
most of
wood
us
to
are
make the
riding
wheels.
Most of us are riding on camels. They're going to assume caravan.
Possibly so.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to have witnesses around again since
Since
apparently they
you're in a very murderous mood all the time.
Only when we're forced to roll will saves consistently.
Do I need to start having you guys roll will saves for Chase's character? Badgering you with questions like a young child.
I thought you didn't want us to kill off Chase's character.
No, he'll make it home eventually.
So we're gonna camp out here for today, night, whatever?
Well, you still have some traveling left, but just a few miles left in your camels for the night.
Can we roll to see if someone's been by here recently?
Perception. Unfortunately, you see no sign of any man or beast that has been been traveling upon the road.
Well, I guess we're just gonna follow the sandy road.
Alright, I'll travel you guys up to here. Before night falls, you know that you've clearly passed into the Ironhide lands, but unlike with the Deathhead lands, these orcs didn't put the resources into demarcating their territory. It seems that whatever the dervishes had figured to be their territory, their region, was just guesses by by the frequency of their attacks or their presence, and not some grand territorial claim. Night falls, and let's see. I'll have whichever character is on the first watch, and whoever character is on the second watch do their perception checks. Okay, Scoggins gonna be the first.
I guess I'll take second.
Okay, off to the side of the road, your caravan is your makeshift caravan is parked, and you're sleeping under cover of the night. You see no foe approaches, but a desert storm does blow through the area, making Varian having to take shelter for most of his shift instead of being buffeted by desert winds. Morning comes, and the road is barely obscured by the sandstorm of the passing night, and you are free to continue traveling.
I suppose we should just keep moving along the road.
Yeah, I say keep moving along the road till we hit the bend, and then just go look for a giant, see if we can sell a giant to him or something.
I don't think we can take a giant.
Well, maybe a little one.
Now, considering how OP your characters are, I'm kind of doubtful of that.
A midget giant.
Well, a baby one.
Isn't that a human?
Someone will get ideas with thoughts like that.
Is a dwarf giant the same size as
Okay, we're not
human,
going
or
down
is a
that,
dwarf giant larger than a human?
I'm interrupting that. Korinne, just going to travel up the road?
Yeah, we're sticking to the road. We're trying to attract attention. We're not trying to hide.
Okay. Don't need a survival check for this. Quickly get the...
Unless we just want to make Bellatrix, strip naked and drag her around with a chain to see if we can get,
There will be resistance.
Alright, so...
I think Bellatrix can kick your ass, to be honest.
Look, it was just a distraction, It's not like it's not like we're going to be serious about it. That's what Scoggins for.
We can do it with a lot of things. There won't be resistance.
Are you saying Scoggins suited for the serious naked chain dragon?
Yes, the slave layer role.
The
I mean,
party
but,
leader is the designated slave.
Bellatrix is flattered that you thought of her first for this role.
I'm flattered, but I'm going to resist anyway. All right, so you
Very-
travel upon the road, and the sunlight goes dim with a passing cloud. Within an hour, though, off into the distance, you can see the glimmer of bronze beneath the whatever sun rays peek through the cloud cover that you have currently. The bronze, as you get closer, appears to be a band of 5 or so orcs. They're wearing scale breastplates of some sort. Unlike the death heads that are dressed more savagely with their painted skin, their barely kept weapons, these orcs clearly look like more proud, dignified warriors, if not like trying to be a facsimile of the Freeport militia that you've seen. They're off into the distance and they're ahead of you, but they're clearly starting to move quickly in your direction. Their weapons, what are they wearing? Their forged weapons drawn. But they're a good minute away of running.
Are they running towards us?
Yeah.
Should we start attempting diplomacy?
How about if you guys want to attempt diplomacy, I'm fine with that. But how about Scoggin tries to find some cover and hide and have her bow ready, so she could get off a sneak attack if she's hidden somewhere.
Who's got the highest diplomacy?
I'm at +10. I don't
great.
know if you can. I don't know if you can hide anywhere in the desert.
No, it's easy. I'll just dig a hole, and then she can get in the hole.
And
Well,
then you
desert
bury the
does
hole
have-
and never unlock it.
Brush
Trench
in some
warfare.
areas, but I don't know if it's going to be sufficient cover.
Just pick up 3 sticks and pretend you're a desert bush.
Rustle.
Get completely naked and lie down. They won't notice.
Put a bag over your head. If you can't see them, they can't see you, right?
Stand directly in front of them. They won't be expecting you in plain sight.
Okay, let's see.
Well, so is there? Are you ruling then that there's not sufficient cover that she would be able to hide?
Let's do a quick luck check for you. You can find some brush that looks to yet be turning into a tumbleweed. It can serve as temporary cover up until they're like at 20 feet of you. But there's not many leaves on it, so it's spotty at best.
Well, there's not many leaves on Skagen either. It works.
Yeah, but there's a lot of skulls on her.
Might be some more soon if these orcs aren't willing to talk.
I can try shouting at them.
Please do.
Ask them what they think of Ligma.
Ask them if they've ever been to Silicon.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Well, I guess then Skagen will attempt to hide behind the bush for what it's worth. And she will attempt to take out her bow, but let's see if it's the duck. I believe above 50 is not the duck.
Congrats, you didn't draw yourself. Alright. The orcs are closing in to your northeast. You start the arena on the southwest. Yes, I know it's not on a road. I don't have that many desert map assets. Alright, did someone say they wanted to try shouting?
Yeah. Basically just shout at them. What would she say to them? How do you address orcs? Orcs of the
Oi,
desert?
faggots.
Orcs of the desert, we come in peace. I think that should suffice. Let's see. Not very persuasive.
No, it's not very persuasive at all, and especially not when they're still in jogging distance of you. You want to
Does
make
anyone
another
happen to have
attempt?
a white flag?
Yeah, who's wearing white knickers? Just put those on a stick for you guys and wave it around.
Can I just take out one of my pieces of parchment and attach it to the top of my quarterstaff?
Do they even know that this is like a sign of peace?
Probably not. Doesn't matter. We'll try it anyways.
Are you? Okay.
Yes, I am attaching a single piece of parchment directly to my quarterstaff and just waving it.
Do they appear to stop at all?
They do not so far. You need to be more
I
convincing.
don't think they're intelligent enough.
Well, that was stand-in for knowledge nobility, which would be what that method of surrender is. You want to try another attempt before combat begins?
Wait, how
I'm
well
just
can you
rolling.
manipulate wind? How well can you manipulate wind?
I think they're already in range. I can already.
No, I
swoosh
mean,
at
can
them,
you
but-
use the wind to carry your words better?
Technically not.
Hmm.
I mean,
He doesn't have the nature spell.
technically yes, but not mechanically in the game.
Oh well, do the roll.
What role? Initiative? That's the one I'm thinking of right now.
Try another
You
diplomacy.
fucking murder hobos.
Try another diplomacy. God damn it.
Fine. Same as before. Oh Jesus!
God damn it.
Worse than the first. What the fuck? Alright. So they're within range. Roll initiative. Unless you have one more attempt that you want to make.
Let's try.
Nah,
try one final
they're
time.
too close. I'm not that stupid.
I mean, instead of just calling them out with weapons drawn, do you want anything else? Anyone else want to try diplomacy, or is Bellatrix the only one?
I literally have 0 in diplomacy. My second my rolls are worse than her fucking 1. All right.
My diplomacy will be yelling at them an insult, like, come over here if you want to get your knees,
This
your
fucking-
legs cut off or
Chase
something.
Chase is not saving you.
This
Jesse,
is fucking terrific.
you guys are fucking terrible.
We've got the most diplomatic people in the world right here.
Bring your pretty face to my shield.
I can't even roll initiative well.
What's wrong with you people?
Hey.
Well, Bellatrix moves first.
Non-lethally blast every single one of them.
I mean,
And before she accidentally just lethally blasts everyone, including
You
party
could-
members.
you could try giving it one more shot. I mean, it's better for our case if we are not the ones who strike first.
Also, maybe have specific wording for me when you do your diplomacy roll, rather than just call out. Because they can't understand common, so you can try speaking specific words to augment your roll.
Don't really want to, actually.
Of course you don't.
Not anymore. So, moving here. Hmm. 'Cause fuck it. Just this one gets a blast to the face.
Quote unquote non-lethal.
All right, you miss.
Yeah.
I think that if that hit, that man would have been dead.
Well, you didn't do a gather power, did you?
No.
Or spend a spell point?
No.
So it would have only been 22 damage even if it did hit.
Yeah. Only, yeah, in
Yep.
quotes.
I assume these guys have around 12 HP. That would basically put him 2 HP away from actually dead, right?
Well, no, they still have. It has to go below negative con scores.
Well, no, non-lethal has to do twice your
Double
hit
the amount of
points
HP. Yeah.
and then go below con score. Alright, this guy charges at Erazem's character. Add +2 to the attack.
Nope.
Yeah, that is a miss anyway. Alright, this one. Also charges. Yeah. So 13 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay, and last. Alright, this guy goes up to here, roars loudly, shouting at Bellatrix. And of course fails to demoralize. Alright, Skoggin, you're very close to one of these orcs. Your cover's not likely to last long.
Yeah, she'll shoot that one with her longbow.
Okay. You hit for 2 damage plus your sneak attack. Okay, 8 damage. Alright, the orc is shot in the side, and did I roll for... Oh, I didn't roll for him yet. Wait, I'm only seeing Bellatrix, Varian, and Skoggin on this initiative order. Did someone not click on their token?
I did. I'm on mine, but it
It's
shows
here.
me at the bottom.
Yeah.
The only person. Yeah, everyone's here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm seeing all the
It's
tokens.
weirdly arranged from mine. Alright. And that's your turn, Skoggin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see if rolls improve on these guys. This one also charges on Bellatrix.
Charge is a +2, right?
Yep.
So that hit.
Yep. Hit for
For
near
eight.
minimum damage.
My turn, right?
Yep. Varian's
That's it.
turn.
Korinne first.
It doesn't really matter which of you goes first.
Perfect. So. Nice. And where's my Vitalize on the entire party.
Okay, everyone has heals 5 hit points at the start of their round. And is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, Sid.
I will ask them to have a seat. Somewhat right over here, I think.
Okay. And what was it? A 10-foot radius?
I believe so. Let me make sure. I say 20-foot radius. Oh, no, excuse me, 15. 15-foot radius, because I got 5.
Alright, you want to change its center point then?
Yeah, I basically want to back it up so that Bellatrix doesn't get hit, but the orcs do.
Here, basically.
Okay. Can you click on the ability so you see what the saving throw is? What would be the check for your character? I'm pretty
I
sure.
believe, what is it? Concentration plus 10 plus ability mod, or something like that.
10 plus your ability mod plus half.
Half
Half.
the cast level.
Yeah, cast level.
12 plus ability
So it'll be
mod, that's
15 and a
higher,
half.
yeah,
15 and a half.
15.
15.
So 15.
They all fail.
Where the fuck is my boot icon? I'm blind. Did they get rid of the boot icon? What the fuck? What am I supposed to use for knockdowns now?
The boot. But there is no.
Oh, fuck, I'll have to use the spanner for that. Because Roll20 got rid of the boot.
It got booted.
It seems an odd thing to get rid of.
It is. And at the bottom of the initiative order, this guy moves up. And he'll throw a javelin at Skagen. Dealing
No, the
damage.
boot's here. I can boot myself.
Where is it in relative position to other?
2 below the range.
That's the web for me.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before the range. Or the web, rather.
Because I have that bolt shield, broken heart, web, broken shield, and the flying flag in order. But I know that the boot was around the area. Okay. Abdullah moves forward, uses long sword, hitting the downed orc warrior for 8 damage. Bellatrix, your character would be surrounded, but only one person is able to. Well, they can attack of opportunity you even from the ground.
They do get a penalty, do it.
Yeah, it's a -4, but.
Well, a 5-foot step solves that issue. So,
Yep.
step back. Oh, fuck it. I'm full round action. And I'm using it to increase the number of shots. So I have 3 attacks. And I'm hitting this guy first, then this guy, and then this guy.
Okay, nope, because they're prone, they have a +4 to range attacks. In AC versus range attacks.
Yeah, but I can't. This one does get. Are there any penalties for attacking this one?
You
Because
mean
Chase
aside
is.
from him being prone?
Oh, he's also prone.
Yes, like I said, I
Those
don't
three
have
are
the
prone.
boot. I'm
Yeah,
only
yeah.
using the spanner.
Yeah, no, I forgot that this one is prone, and the other guy is too far away. So, yeah, just those 3.
Okay, you hit all 3.
2 are already on the ground, so just a bull rush. And
Okay. That pushes back. Oh. Nope. It doesn't push the first one. Pushes the second, only 5 feet.
okay, and then the third one.
I didn't update the whole sheet. Okay, that one's knocked back 5 feet, and it's an automatic. Oh, yeah, this stupid fucking ability. Okay. And that's your turn. This one stands up. All I can do is throw a javelin at Bellatrix.
God damn.
Does that crit confirm?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Bellatrix takes 13 damage.
13.
I can heal you up, don't worry. Unless you're dead.
Okay, this one's
Also,
yeah.
you should have healed 5 last turn.
It does 5, right?
No, it does 13.
No,
you take
he's healing.
You heal 5.
My
yeah.
healing does 5 at the start of your turn. And I have actual proper healing too, so don't worry.
Alright, this one stands up, moves forward, attacks Lalatina with one of these. Does not hit.
God damn, Brutal Strike is good.
Yeah, but overpowered AC is better apparently. Actually, no. Okay, meets AC. So, Latina takes 19 damage. Because he put in the armor check penalty for his armor incorrectly.
He takes 19 damage and is battered.
Yep, and is battered. Okay, this one has no other choice to stand up because that's how fucking prone works. And
I mean, he can crawl, right?
no, you can't actually. And even crawling, that provokes an attack of opportunity.
Yes, but I think you should be able to crawl as long as you're not immobilized.
Yes, but it provokes an attack of opportunity. And so does standing. So why the fuck would you crawl when you can stand? It is probably the worst designed feature of Pathfinder, but I'll leave that for later. The attack misses. Scoggins' turn.
All right. She'll attack that armored one again.
Okay. Deal 3 damage.
Does she
No.
get her sneak attack damage now?
Only if they don't know where you are, but they've been attacked and you weren't sniping, so they know where you are. And is that it? Are you doing anything else in your turn? With your move and swift?
No.
Okay. Alright. The other centurion stands up. And he throws a javelin at the air lady. For 9 damage.
God damn it.
What's your HP at?
9.
So this is exactly lethal? Or
No, it's unconscious.
yeah.
No, it's 9 now after I
it's
took
not-
taken damage.
Yeah, what are you complaining about? You have fast healing
How
and
much is-
health.
How much are you missing?
You'd have to heal me for... Fuck, I can't... 27? To get to max.
All right, I can swing that easily.
Oh, did Varian cast that thing?
Yes,
Recover 5
everyone is-
HP on all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the first thing I do every combat, because it lasts for 8 hours and it's very useful.
Yeah.
Alright, it's Sid's turn.
I want to try a thing.
Okay.
How do I ping?
With the pointer icon selected, you just click a part of the
There we
map.
go. Alright. That guy.
Yeah.
I want to use my Forge Earth. And I want to drop him into a narrow hole as big as his square, which is 5 foot, I believe.
Okay.
And it's because I can make it 10 foot, but I want to make it 5 foot. And if I can make it 5 foot, can I make it deeper?
You have castle level 5.
Yep.
Okay, then you can lower it to 10.
Alright, so I can't make it like 20.
No.
Shit, what did it?
I mean, 10
Hold
is
on, it
enough.
broke.
I still think an earthquake hitting everyone, including Chase, would be a better alternative.
Well, my thought was to cast that on that one dude, and drop him into a hole that he cannot climb out of physically, even though technically he can roll for it. But
I mean, a 10-foot hole would be somewhat difficult to climb out of, especially in sand.
Maybe,
yeah, and I
but
can
he's
make
an
it deeper
orc.
next turn if I need to. I'm trying to get one so that we can interrogate them before we murder them all to death. Otherwise, I'm just going to murder them all to death.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good idea.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that first. Before I do that, I'm going to move up like somewhere to protect Bellatrix, kind of.
All right. You start casting your spell, making the hole. The earth begins to sink beneath his feet, but feeling the ground being unsteady beneath him, he jumps to the side right before the massive drop opens up beneath him.
Oh well, I tried.
Yep.
Can you
Right.
bull rush people diagonally?
I don't have to bull rush them. I can just attack them and it automatically bull rushes them.
Yeah, but I mean, can you just shove him
It has
into
to be
that
away
hole
from
even
your
if he doesn't want
character.
to go?
He'll probably
Or
move towards us and I can push him away again.
Or just chasing Bellatrix hurt?
Skagen
damage.
has minor damage, but it'll heal with the fast healing.
How much minor damage?
Just 3 points.
Oh, actually, it doesn't cost me anything because I'm already mass casting Cure. So so all three of you get a 40 heal. Now that's expensive for me to do, by the way. It's two spell points every time I want to do that, but
Yeah, and you only have like what, 7 left?
I only have like 6 left. If you don't count the one I can give myself by sacrificing HP.
It's still a ton of healing.
And that's true.
All right. It's this orc's turn, and he's going to. Oh, the melee is real thick around Lalatina and trying to chase after the now fully healed again Bellatrix. So this guy's going to charge at Skagen. 14 probably doesn't hit you.
No, her AC is 17.
Yep. And it's Lalatina's turn. He will do. Yeah, he'll attack the most heavily armored one there, and hit for 4 damage. All right, Bellatrix.
This one's in melee. Fuck. I'm gonna miss, I can already tell. First attack this one. Second attack this one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I
that missed.
fucking knew it.
But you hit the other one for 17 non-lethal damage. Let's see. Of course, the retarded bull rush and trip. Man, if these guys didn't have range attacks, they couldn't do anything for all of combat. Alright.
As it stands, all they can do is waste my resources and piss me off.
Oh, my resources are being spent. Oh no. The party's at full hit points, having lost nothing after combat except spell points. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Alright, this guy charges Bellatrix. Dealing 8 damage.
Doesn't he take an attack of opportunity from Korinne?
No.
No.
Right, Korinne doesn't have reach, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. This one takes a 5-foot step over here to smack Chase from a flanking position. Dealing 8 damage only.
Wait, only the first one hits, even with flanking?
Yes, Chase has OP amounts of AC. He has a +1 shield and +1 full plate armor.
As someone who played an armorer, I know that's bullshit.
Okay, and the other one is going to attack Chase with the same flanking bonus, completely missing, as usual. Alright, Skagen, you're in melee with someone, and you have a bow out.
She is going to drop her bow on the ground and pull out
A duck.
not a duck, her sword.
Well, the duck does not make an appearance in this episode. Alright, you have a
So
standard
she
action.
will, yeah, she will attack with her sword.
Missing. Okay. It's now this guy's turn to stand up, and he's just gonna move down over here and then move here. Alright, it's Sid's turn.
Well, we tried the easy way. We'll do it the mean way.
Orc pinball, come on.
What do you mean the easy way? This entire fight was just immediately the hard way.
We
and that
tried,
misses.
they didn't listen.
You're trying attempts where like, hey, don't do that.
Our trying attempts were two. Our trying attempts were two natural ones that were still a 10 and 11. We tried our fucking best, okay?
I just roll a skill at these enemies, and oh no, it's time to do carnage.
I even fashioned a makeshift peace flag, and they just ignored it. What savages?
All right, Korinne, you have your move action left. Do you want to do anything with that, or
Unless I can use it to hit him again.
no? Unless you had the ability to do that.
It'd
All
be
right,
nice,
Korinne.
but I don't.
It's your turn.
How much is it, Chase at?
How much? What does Chase have?
How much HP is Chase at? How much is he missing, rather?
On a scale of 1 to 10, you need to roll a heal skill.
We are.
You
just
think
not
he's
just
perfectly
disgusting.
fucking fine.
He'll be alright. He's got lay on hands for himself if he needs it.
Yep.
In that case... Where is it?
Play this.
Okay, so I cast it on this square. Crimson Vortex with a spell point spent to increase the range. Hitting literally everyone.
Okay,
Everyone
so
roll fortitude.
Alright, so Chase passes, the Centurion passes, you don't.
Yes.
The Centurion passes. All one Orc Warrior fails.
One Orc Warrior, that's good enough.
Okay, this one's under blood control. Congrats.
Yes. Everyone who is friendly under my blood control is receiving blood control still, which literally does nothing at this moment. And that one guy, I'm spending my move action to attempt to Font of Stolen Life him.
No. Select a Quicken or Still ability as part of creating this area.
In that case, everyone gets stilled. Either way, I get to Font of Stolen Life.
I thought you have to have them bleeding, or does it just have to be under blood control?
Just have to be blood control.
Okay then. Unwilling
has to
creatures
roll
may
the
attempt fortitude. Okay. Damn, this guy sucks at fortitude.
So, how many points do I get?
3.
It's double his.
Sorry, 6.
It's not double the number of hit dice.
Yes, it is.
double
It's the number of hit dice.
No, it's double the hit dice, not the number of hit dice.
Yes, hit dice is the number of hit dice. It's not what that creature rolls for his hit dice. It's what his hit dice is. Essentially, you're stealing what hit dice you're taking from him.
In any case.
Because 2 con
siphoned the life.
deals 1 hit dice worth of damage to him, or whatever his hit dice number is to him.
Yes. All right.
Okay. All right. Bottom of initiative order. Ironhide Warrior. Fights a Skagan. Misses. Lalatina uses Lay on Hands. Paired with the Healing Regen, almost heals himself to full. And he does a melee attack versus Centurion. Hitting for 9 damage. Alright, it's Beltrick's turn.
Drum roll. Pass it.
Okay.
Full round action on the guy that's in melee. Just hit him twice.
Okay. He is now unconscious.
And would the bull rush collide with this
No,
guy?
because it'd be moving diagonal.
Aha, okay, it's past it. Aha, okay, yeah. And that's it, yeah.
Okay, and that orc is dying. Alright. Let's see, roll fortitude save to stabilize. Okay, he stabilizes. Centurion. He will brutal strike. Dealing 19 damage to Chase. Making him battered. Ironhide Warrior gets a fortitude save versus blood control. That doesn't get rid of it. And he's also going to attack Chase's character, missing Skagen.
Skagen will attack that one with her sword again.
Yeah. Deal 8 damage. Alright. Centurion. 5-foot step. And hits Korinne with brutal strike. 18 probably misses, right?
He's not flanking the other guys unconscious.
Oh, right. Well, misses anyway then. Alright, Sid.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Alright, you're hitting the one behind you? Or to the south of you?
Whichever one is more threatening. Are the two north to me disabled?
Yes, he's unconscious.
The one to the north is unconscious.
Then yeah, I'll hit the one to the south.
Okay. You hit. Deal 6 damage. The bull rush is pushing back 5 feet. Alright, Varian.
Well, Chase appears to be in trouble, so spending some of the stuff I have in my font of life. Specifically, I'm giving him 20 HP.
Okay. Alright, this orc 5-foot steps and tries again to hit Skagen. Doing 7 damage. Valentina once more attacking Centurion. Missing. Beltrix's turn.
Attacking this guy twice. Okay.
Okay. Missing twice.
Fuck me.
No, thank you. Alright, that one's just unconscious. Skipping him. Alright. Seeing that you're the one that's healing, this guy takes a 5-foot step and swings his sword at you. Varian. For 7 damage.
Fun. That hits, yes.
And this one's also gonna... Oh, that one's actually gonna hit Chase for once. Alright, Scoggins' turn.
She'll attack with her sword again.
Alright. This one moves up once more, trying to hit Beltrix. Hits for 7. Alright, Sid's turn.
Can I attack him on a diagonal, or do I need to step over to do it?
Yeah, you can push him back on diagonal. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The missing, of course. Love the nat ones. Alright, Varian. You're in melee with the big
I'm
scary
being
orc.
molested currently. How much can you move after a withdraw action? Is
Sorry?
it a full movement or half movement? After withdraw, do you move full or half?
I want to say full. This is combat. Are you very unhelpful, roll 20? Hyperlinks do nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be full. The 30 feet movement.
In my case. So I withdraw. Move that here.
Okay.
15, that's 30.
And that's your round.
40. I think. Hold on.
You have 40 feet of movement.
Yes, because heavy armor.
You gain movement from heavy armor?
No, I mean, you said full movement, which would be...
Yes, full 30.
Oh, in that case, I'd be, like, down here, I think. Okay.
There.
There, because,
Okay.
I have 20 feet of movement.
Alright. This orc... going to try once more to deal damage. Skogan misses. Maltina attacks his orc. Doesn't hit. Beltrix.
This passes.
Yep.
Just gonna smack the one to the south.
Okay, you deal.
There we go.
Let's see, that's 33 damage.
Local man sent flying.
Okay, and he is now unconscious, and let's see if he can not bleed to death. Yep. And he's stabilized. And knocked back. Okay, that one's unconscious. This one moves up and tries to hit Bellatrix with this.
Are you shitting me?
Jesus Christ.
For 40 damage.
Goodbye.
Just how dead are you?
Just a bit. It's 6 over.
6
It-
over
it's
your
in
hit
my-
points.
It's minus 20,
Oh.
which
fuck.
is my constitution is just 14. So yeah. Doesn't help much.
So that just straight up dead then.
Yep.
I can't even revive that. Jesus.
Damn. That was extremely, well, lucky or unlucky. Did he get a nat 20 for that? Yes, he did get a nat 20 for that. Shit. Well, it looks like Bellatrix is gone for now.
Well, I certainly hope you have the money to revive yourself, because I don't.
This is what happens when you go straight into Murder Hobo.
What do you mean straight in the murder hobo? We spent 3 turns that we could have been preparing the murder hobo, talking to them.
You mean when they were out of range? What would you have been done more?
I'm pretty sure Bellatrix could have prepared like a wind gust to keep them out of range for 5 extra turns, just because of how wind works. But no, we had to be nice. This is what happens when you're nice.
Yeah, let's call this your attempt to be nice. Yeah. Alright. Not hitting Chase. Skagen. Orcs have been dying left and right in this melee combat while Skagen's been having to duel the fates with this orc over this bush.
It's over, Orc. I have a high ground.
It's over, orc. I have the bush ground. Okay. Hits deal 9 damage. Alright, this one's unconscious. Sid's turn.
Well, I suppose I will step over the speed bump.
Yeah, so that orc pretty much just chopped right into your chest and then pulled back a satisfied smile after the beating that he'd given his comrades. Alright. And the shield misses. Alright, Varian, yeah, you're not threatened by anything.
I'm currently not threatened by anything. However, I am ass mad that this man made me waste resources on a woman who died.
The death wasn't infuriating. It was the resources you spent that led to that death.
What can I even do? Up? Where is it? I attempt to establish blood control with him to bleed him.
Alright,
God
he
damn it.
resists.
These orcs. Oh, I still have a move action, so here.
Alright. 8 damage to Skogan. Abdullah, he turns his attention to the orc warrior and completely whiffs the longsword attack, of which their name is the sake of. Beltrix is unconscious. Oh, dead. Dead unconscious.
Yeah. she really doesn't have a conscience in there.
Alright. And Korinne gets hit by this for 11 damage, I think. What is the state of Sid's AC?
AC should be, if I can find it again, 24.
Yeah, so 11 damage. They have the natural 20. Oh, no, okay, it's not natural 20, it's 18. Okay, so Sid finally takes some damage this combat. And
Ouch.
Alright, and Chase takes 8 damage. Alright, Skogan's turn. Just barely missing. Sid's turn.
Well, I'm gonna try the other arm.
that works. Huh, this pick is made for something. Okay. Alright, Varian.
Move up to here and here on Abdullah and Sid. Lalatina, sorry.
Lalatina and Sid. Is that another mass healing?
Yes.
Man, you really like spending resources on these guys.
Well, you know, I would have healed you if you warned me, Erazem. Jesus Christ.
I don't
why
think
why
it
do you
would
take
help.
that critical hit, Erazem?
Why didn't you roll better? Wait, is 40 enough to kill you outright?
No. My maximum is 35. It does knock her out immediately, but it's not enough to drop her.
Ah, shame.
This is why you always level up your hit points. Alright, Duel of Fates continues. 10 damage to Skogan.
At least I think Skagen's holding relatively strong.
Yeah, she's between the 5 hit points each round and only being damaged like every other round. She's still all right.
Okay, and Chase finally lands a finishing hit on this orc, and drops him to the ground. Let's see. Mark fortitude save. Okay. The orc is just unconscious. Conscious. Just cycling through all these non-combatants. I probably should just knock him off the order. Alright, last two combatants. This one swings twice at Korinne.
Thank God that's not a critical throw.
Oof, yeah, that's just 8 damage.
I'm now at 27.
Once it's your turn, you'll heal 5 of that back. Alright, Skagen.
Alright.
Alright, back to Sid. Okay, you deal 4 damage. Let's see. And that is enough to... knock the orc unconscious and push him back 10 feet. Alright, the only combatant left is the one that Skagen is fighting off. Varian's turn.
We just watch them. Should we just watch them duel?
Yeah, we need the Duel of Fates music.
Unfortunately, that's probably copywritten.
I move up to here. That's my entire turn.
Okay. Alright, this warrior is too enjoying his fight to notice that all of his friends are actually not dead, but unconscious. He somehow might be able to pull through, but he misses.
Well, I'm sure he could crit every single one of us in a row and win this, but...
No, actually, because he doesn't have Brutal Strike. So he can't just one-shot you.
Well, I hope you have a good character concept for the next one.
I think Erazem has a list.
Actually, yes.
That were made mechanics first, story later.
Do you want us to try and take her back to resurrect her, or?
I mean, that's actually up to you if you're going to carry her back. She doesn't have any input anymore.
Alright, little Tina finishes the combat and says, I am coming to help you, elf friend. And,
Does that count as flanking?
no.
No.
But he does hit.
So he just chooses not to flank.
Well, he can only move 20 feet around. Okay, this orc is dying. And combat is now over.
Dying as in needs to roll death saves? Because I can stabilize him.
As in, yes, he does need to roll fortitude saves.
Well,
But luckily for orcs, they have baseline ferocity. So that means that they're really difficult to kill in their dying stage.
I spend the remaining 4 things out of my font of life to stabilize him.
Oh, okay. Then he's just unconscious. Alright. You stand atop a battlefield of well-armored and armed orc warriors that fought valiantly against your number, being equal number themselves, but just being overwhelmed by all the magic and resources that you had at your disposal.
Not overwhelmed enough, it seems.
But yes, at the end of it, there was a really unlucky blow, and now there's a horrific corpse on the ground. Because Bellatrix was cleaved into shoulder to sternum.
That. Okay. I thought it would be something classy like decapitation.
Field check. How fucked is she?
You need more than some tape to fix that up.
Well, shit, I can't fix this.
This is why you have to have Revitalize as your 5th level pick, no matter what. Or not Revitalize, what is it called in...
Resuscitate.
Yeah, Resuscitate.
Resuscitate, yeah.
So you can spend your 40...
My 6th level picks were going to be Break Enchantment and Resuscitate. Who knew that that's the exact 2 things I was going to fucking need.
Who knew? I knew, but...
This is why I enjoyed Francis. He's never caught off guard. He just always has what he needs.
Well, you mean except when...
Well, except when he's relying on his friends. But
yeah, exactly. Then he doesn't have what he needs. All right, all the orc bodies are armored and was essentially bronze breastplates, and they all have falchions of similar make. All of them are crudely made, but they are made with metal.
I thought you were going to say love.
Yeah, I don't know if I could describe it as love. They're orcs after all.
In any case, let's begin the not-so-gentle process of rounding the bodies up and tying them, relieving them of the weapons and armor and tying them up.
How nice of you. So you're just gonna tie them all in a bundle?
Well, we gotta tie them individually, because if they're in a bundle, they can help each other out.
Yeah, then they have great strength of feet.
Do we find any kind of coins or any other valuables on them?
Yes. They would have between them 1 gold, 29 silver, and 51 copper.
How much gold do we find on Bellatrix, and is it enough to pay for a resurrection?
Well, let me look at that character sheet. Let's see.
I think it's
spent
9.
everything on magic items, broke AF.
How many silver did you say?
29. And
Can we take
51
some of the unconscious orcs and like turn them into life potions for Bellatrix? How many orc souls does it take to renew a human one?
If she wasn't one hit to death, I could have done that, but...
I don't think I'm going to compromise with 3/5 here.
Well, is there any wood around we can use to build some crosses?
You got out alive with one party member instantly destroyed by a lucky crit, and you're deciding to build crosses.
Look, I got a wooden holy symbol. If we're gonna bury her, we can.
See, I was letting you take that where you wanted to. That could just be the crosses. Could just be nice little gravestone.
See,
Or
I was taking
could be
that
something
as
else.
you're gonna crucify all the orcs.
That's what I was thinking.
This is also a perfectly viable option.
Now, which one of them was the one who wasted my resources?
That's difficult to tell now, isn't it?
One of the centurions. One of these two. I would have been
Yeah.
paying attention because I thought Varian has a hate boner. He is going to do some unspeakable things to that orc. If the diplomacy doesn't go right.
And if and whoever's looking through Bellatrix's pockets for loose change, there's 9 platinum coins, 4 gold, and 5 silver.
What was it? 50 platinum for resurrection?
Essentially, yes.
How much do we have amongst ourselves?
Well, we were given an initial payment of 50 platinum to attempt to deliver the peace message to the Ironhides. We could spend that on resurrecting Bellatrix and kind of tell the Knights of Justice to go stuff it. This is what your attempts to make peace with orcs happens. The death of this fine young woman, you idealist.
Who decided to who decided to start combat rather than
Can I bury them all up to their necks in sand?
Yes,
you
I
have
was
time.
thinking that.
What's the time limit on the resurrection spell?
Depends on the caster. I think it's like a day after, day per cast level after the death. And
So we
at
probably
minimum
want to
cast
hurry
level
this.
10, that means you have 10 days.
Yeah, 1 day per caster level.
If
10
we
days,
want to bring her back, we should probably hurry this along. I don't know if we have the time to attempt a peace treaty.
Well, that was why I was just going to use my spell and bury them all in the sand up to their necks, and then just throw peanuts at them until they tell us what we want to know.
Ah, yes, peanuts.
Or you could just leave them up to their waist in the sand and just leave that letter there and consider the job
Well,
done.
I was thinking of burying them up to their necks to the sand and then waking them up and interrogating them one at a time and say, "Look at what you did. You killed Braga."
Forget Bellatrix. Don't you feel bad about Braga?
Yep. And then thankfully he left us his Wonderwall copy so you can listen to what you just destroyed.
Oh no.
And we'll just sit there and play Wonderwall on repeat until they tell us what we want to know.
How common are ants in the desert?
They're fairly common, but they only come out in certain times and in certain places because they hide from the sun.
Yeah, I'm just
Also, it's
wondering,
easy to spot where the ants are because there's probably more greenery in that area.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping a roving pack of ants would come across 5 buried food supplies.
But yeah, that was my thought. Just interrogate them all one at a time, with their buried up to their necks in sand, until we find out something other than just bringing a dead body back.
Well, see, I have a very good heal skill, and from what I remember, the heal skill is used for torture.
Is it?
Yes. You torture using the heal skill.
I think torture's intimidate.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
because you actually need to know
Well, that's a keeps them
physiology.
alive.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
I feel bad now. I should have just stone skinned Bellatrix or something. Not sure that would have helped. The DR of, 2 adamantium.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped.
Over the
Yeah,
course of an hour, you
it's
can
not
torture
many
the victim
attacks
with
that-
intent to subdue or kill.
Plus, can you actually do that at all? Because you need the talent to cast it on other people.
Even with fast healing 5, you're still mortal.
Yeah, no, I can only do it on
Ah.
myself. Yeah, you're right.
That's a real shame.
Torture, DC 15, takes 1 hour.
Oh, I can make that happen. I just gotta roll above a 5 and
Well, the DC should be lower because we have the Wonderwall copy.
You don't actually have a copy of Wonderball. That wasn't on his possessions. Unless you have like Speak with Dead and use that on his severed head.
Speak with Dead, use why would you waste speak with Dead on Braga?
Maybe you really want to hear Wonderwall. like you only remember the first 5 words and you're like, oh god, what were the rest of them? Braga, help me out here.
Hey Braga, what happened to you? We need to find out who killed you, Braga.
I'm back. So yeah, I'm all for the bury them up to their necks in the sand plan.
Also note it is still it is now nightfall for your characters after the combat has ended and well no it'd just be evening. Combat has ended, you use magic to make that pit and you filled it back up with sand.
Well, I have the this thing that does that. So basically, damn it, I did it again.
Yep.
I would do that and then kind of like dig their heads out, so that way they're all kind of like in a pit, so they can't see out of it when we wake up to see if anybody else is alive or what. They're just kind of looking up, and then we can tell them whatever we want.
Okay. Alright, so it's gonna take a whole night for them to probably recover enough to wake up. So you're gonna take your rest here and have someone watch over them?
What?
One of your orc sprouts?
Maybe they'll grow into fine orc trees. So we can cut them down.
And make orc crosses out of them.
To crucify other orcs.
Yep.
The circle of orcs.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
Suppose we're resting, and since we're a party member short, we have to well, each of us has to take a shift, right?
Yeah. Skagen will stand the first watch, I guess.
Okay.
Take a second then.
Alright. The first shift is quiet. It is quite dark out though, with clouds covering the star-studded sky up until near the end of your shift, where the clouds have finally parted, and there's no sign of storm, any rising winds that will cause any problems. Variant shift comes and and it is a rather quiet shift, waiting for the sun to come up. And by the time the sun arises, let's see. Who would be the first to wake up? Let's see. Well, it seems that one by one, though buried, the simple warriors among them begin to awaken. The centurions seem to have far more severe injuries. Though one of them did indeed arise to the occasion. Seeing their circumstances, the orcs there immediately begin to struggle. Any reaction to them doing this?
Skagen will go over to the centurion and kick him in the head.
Roll for diplomacy.
I think we're past diplomacy. It's intimidate time now.
The orc growls at the elven boot. What are you, warriors? You face mighty Ironhide clan.
Not so mighty. You have lost in battle, and now you are prisoners, and you are destined to die of thirst and starvation. There will be no place for you among the honored dead.
You know nothing of our ways. We will struggle and free ourselves. If not, the death will be enough.
Buried.
I mean, I could
They're
just
both-
take another turn and bury them another 15 foot in the ground.
They're both tied up and buried. They're not getting out of this shit.
Well, not this round, at least.
Can they even make the checks when they're immobilized and
Yes,
entangled?
they can make strength checks.
Which one is trying to break free?
Well, the one you were talking to that struggled in the sand.
The centurion was the one that she went over to.
Not. Stop trying. We came here to make peace, but we're so rudely interrupted by you uncivilized barbarians. And do you really think you could do something even if you broke free? We took your weapons and armor. And we beat you while you had them. You think we couldn't do it again?
With warriors' hearts in our chests, Ironhide orcs never surrender.
Apparently, they never parlay either.
Who needs your surrender when you're so easily defeated?
Warrior in the back spoke up. I nearly had you if it weren't for your metal friend.
I just want to have like I'm just gonna like either if I have to make it, I will find like a handful of gravel and just like find somewhere to sit nearby where they can't see me from being in the holes, and I'm just gonna just randomly throw little pebbles and try to like I'm playing golf or something.
Chinese water torture, but with
Yeah,
gravel.
something like that. Just chunky
Trying to
little
be a
pebbles trying to hit him in the head.
nuisance.
Yeah.
I guess this one would have been the one
Yeah.
that Skagen had been dealing with. Skagen goes over and kicks him in the head and says, I had the high ground. You couldn't have won.
Oh god, I might need to make that orc an actual character. Anyway.
I hate you.
I hate you. You were my brother, Orcakin.
Orcakin's Sandwalker.
If he survives this, he will be a Sandwalker. Alright, you miss your your check. Treating these people as tiny targets since you can only see their heads. And the Centurion responds to Varian's proddings. You did not make the peace. You did not lay your weapons down. You presented your charge as warriors, and we met you as warriors.
We waved the white flag. Are you not civilized enough to know what that means?
What is this flag you speak of?
Do you not know what a flag is?
No.
Oh.
You see, when a mommy orc and a daddy orc love each other very much.
I turn towards the party. Are these really the guys they wanted us to civilize?
Skagen goes over and picks up one of the falchions from the pile, and then comes back over to the Centurion and nicks his face with the blade.
Okay.
And she
Cleansing
says,
your skulls already, are you?
and she looks at it and she says, where did you get these weapons from? These are not something that your kind makes.
Our kind has made them. Our chieftain, the wisest of us, Chief Gruz, he made them.
Boink.
Okay, so Korinne makes a hit on what do you which one are you throwing them at?
Probably the one where the voice is coming from.
You're trying to attack the Centurion? No.
I'm not attack. I'm not even trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to annoy the shit out of him.
Annoying him.
If I had sunflower seeds, I'd be using those, but
Okay.
Who taught the ways of metalworking to this chief of yours? This is no craft that an orc knows.
Chief Gruz found what was it? Leather-bound slate. He learned arts from men of short stature.
Skagen looks over at Sid with a and raises an eyebrow.
Wrong man. Wait, that's a woman. These weapons, they appear to be valuable to you.
Scoggin would have just shrugged and be like, "Oh man, shit."
I didn't do nothing, man.
These weapons appear to be valuable to you. We might be willing to return them if you introduce us to your chief.
Do you seek to challenge our chief?
No, we seek to show him a letter.
A letter of what?
An offering of peace from the people of Freeport.
I mean, you could have just told him you had more leather-bound slate.
He ruminates on this for a moment. Then he says, I can bring you to the chief. Any responses?
I'm thinking.
Scoggin motions for Varian and Sid and Abdullah to walk over here with her out of earshot of the orcs.
Be right back a second.
What I'm thinking is we only really need one of them to lead us, right?
Yes, and I don't really trust one to do that. It wouldn't, from what I know of orcs, returning in disgrace as a captured prisoner, leading his captors back to the tribe, does not he wouldn't have much status returning to the tribe. It's most likely a ploy to double cross us and get free. What I would offer him is a warrior's death. Well, if he tells us where to go, then we'll grant him a warrior's death at from a blade instead of dying buried up to his neck in the desert.
See, the thing is, the way I see it, his current choices are die or lead us back and maybe live. Now, I don't know if he's smart enough to pick the live option, but we've shown him strength. We've shown him that one of us can kick his ass, and without his weapon, he stands even less of a chance. So he might be willing to comply, especially considering we're offering peace.
I don't believe that you're thinking in terms that one of our kind would think in, not in the way that these creatures think in. They don't value life. They don't value peace. What they seek is to conquer all within their sight, and the most preferable death is death in battle to them.
Do you have a knowledge local skill to reflect this knowledge?
Do I?
So this
So this
is
is entirely Scoggins' opinion.
yes.
Be
Which is
that
hilarious because she has a better view of orcs than she does of dwarves in this context.
Be that as it may, we still need to get to the chieftain to deliver the letter. Unless we're abandoning that task entirely, in which case we're returning completely empty-handed. Taking on one orc without armor or weapons should prove no problem, even if he does decide to turn on us.
Duck, I think you need an extra bracket in there.
No, that's a completely separate group of knowledge races.
Just keeps going deeper.
Scoggin says, "Well, that's my opinion on it. I thought this was folly to attempt to make peace with them in the first place, and it's resulted in the death of
This person I'd met 10 days ago.
yeah."
Listen, we've spent 10 days in the desert traveling with them. We would have some connection to them at the very least.
We bonded over our hatred of Braga.
Francis would have a connection.
Listen, Francis would have connected multiple times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not go there.
But still, if we don't do this, we don't have the money to pay for her resurrection, which makes this whole trip just a loss.
No, we were paid in advance. We were paid
Yes,
half in advance.
We were paid half in advance, and we're going to deliver back a total of 10 belts. This is less valuable than a fucking hunting trip, right? We need to do something. At least get the other 50 platinum to make this worth it.
And if we if we go with them to try and try and deliver the letter, then we may not get Bellatrix's body back in time to have it resurrected.
We have a minimum of 10 days. I assume these guys can't be less than 2 or 3 days of travel, and we're 5, 6 days away?
Well, that would, if they're 3 days away from us, assuming the maximum of your estimate, and we're already 6 days out of Freeport, then going to where their base is 3 days there, 3 days back, and then another 6 days to Freeport, so we would be over the time limit. Even at just 2 days to where they live and back, that's cutting it close. So
Yes, but we would be traveling by road, which doubles our travel speed from what I remember, right?
Well, it means you don't have to do survival checks for to travel normally.
Well, I thought that the 6 days was estimate of on the road, how far we were.
I can we see the map? I don't know how far away we currently are.
Let's see. Assuming the party speed is at 30 on the road.
So we're already a little more than 7 days out of Freeport going on the road.
Yeah. We could just give him the letter, tell him to deliver it to his chief. That would technically fulfill our requirement.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Let's say we do that and start traveling back to Freeport immediately with Bellatrix. That would take us, what, 7 days-ish? Yeah, actually, I just realized we lost our blaster. We probably shouldn't walk straight into a camp full of orcs.
True.
Fuck it, let's leave the letter with him, technically fulfilling our requirements, and go, hopefully the riches from the, dark bauble we got are worth it.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we could do would be to give the letter to these ones to deliver. If we are going to if we are intent on saving Bellatrix,
Yeah. Well, I suppose that's that. We should inform the orc of our decision.
All right.
I think Skagen has better diplomacy than I do, because mine is at 0.
Skating's diplomacy is. I deign to speak with you, you filthy orcish wretch.
That's still better than me.
So, Erazem, do you want us to try and take Bellatrix back for resurrection, or
Well, yes. However, I might still change characters because this one is kind of. She does a lot of damage,
But also makes you a target of attention.
Yeah. The GM will want to kill her all the time.
Hopefully getting back to town would give me enough to pick up, like, enough to get level 6 to pick up the final healing skills I need.
You thought this adventure would be worth the level?
God damn.
It's not like you killed a dragon or something. You just defeated like 10 orcs.
Look, we spent a good time traveling the desert.
Yeah,
We've defeated.
a lot
we
of
have-
people waste 10 days at a time traveling.
We have defeated
You
a
think
Braga.
you think
alright?
you think Caravaneers are like level 20 or something?
We have defeated a Braga. I'll have you know.
Oh yes, Braga, the great level 1 bard.
What else did we do other than defeat Braga? We spoke to something in a tower,
Yep.
perhaps a monarch of sorts.
No. All right, you're who's going to be speaking with the orc guy now? Because Sid's been infuriating them for some time with the gravel throwing.
Well, see, if Erazem isn't going to play Bellatrix anymore, then it's kind of a waste of money and time to take her back to Freeport.
However,
But
you
we
should
have to
keep
get-
character considerations before.
Not only that, but we'd also probably have to get back to Freeport for Erazem to get a new character.
Or for this other person to join in that has been reminding me that they want to join in.
In any case, it's a good enough excuse to go back to Freeport and pretend like we did our job.
All right.
I like it. For both halves of this job, you've taken the easy way out on both of them.
We're not being paid to do difficult things. We're being paid to be adventurers.
So, my companions and I have come to a decision regarding the fate of you and your warriors. We will release you to return to your tribe on your word of honor that you will deliver this message to your chieftain and put this letter into his hand. The offer of peace from the rulers of Freeport.
If you bring words to the chieftain will accept these words.
Very well then. We have an accord. She looks over at Sid and says, "Sid, let them unbury them from the sand."
Can I just unbury him?
No, the deal I made was to release all 5 of them.
Well, I can release him and he can dig the rest of them up.
Don't. I mean, it would give us enough time to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, instead of having them all just pop out of the ground all at once and be like, "Cool, time for round 2."
Well,
Let's chug these healing
unarmed-
potions we had shoved in our
unarmed
prison keyhole.
Unarmed and
They currently-
unarmored orcs.
Unarmed, unarmored, and they haven't rested, meaning they're probably still like 2 HP.
Well, yeah, they are low HP. But they did restore some hit points, but they're not much.
Not even all of them are awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the deal that I negotiated was to release all, so we should stick to our word if we expect them to stick to theirs.
Okay.
As long as they kill you first.
All right, so you raise the ground to let them free then.
Yeah.
All right, they each pop out of the sand, wearing little more than what Scoggin left for them. Did you take their belts, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
Obviously, I took their belts and everything that wasn't.
I took everything that
Keep them
wasn't nailed
decent.
down, and some. I took everything that wasn't nailed down, and some things that were.
Standing back on his 2 feet, just grasping his chest where some puncture wounds from Sid's pick has landed. He says, "You have the word of Gramash, son of Grom.
Very well.
Present your words, and we shall take them."
She holds out the
scroll.
scroll. Yeah. Says, "These are the words of our leaders to your leader. I will accept your word of honor." And what was it, Groll, son of Gramash?
Grom.
Okay, so
All right, he takes the words after that correction. All right. And it's the morning, so do you guys start moving back on the road?
yeah.
Regardless of whatever your plans are, Lalatina has taken it upon herself to take back Bellatrix.
Well, we
Okay.
wouldn't. We wouldn't stop him even if he tried.
All right. And your
Well,
first.
I'm not sure he should be carrying her the entire way.
Well, someone has to take care of this body. Sid's already taken care of one in her backpack. Scoggin already has a collection of dead bodies in her bag. I have no clue.
I thought we buried Braga.
Look, all I'm
Out
saying is that I
together.
think.
You buried Braga from the head down.
Look. All I'm saying is, I think Chase still has the dark elf panty somewhere.
Yeah, but that's
I
not
don't wanna know
really
what he's gonna do.
the body parts, is
I-
it?
Yeah, but I don't really want to know what he's gonna do with Bellatrix now.
I'm not thinking about that. Okay. First night, let's see if. Okay. You can move another 30 miles down the path. Oh boy. Son of a bitch, I didn't prepare for this one. Alright, I need perception rolls. Okay. In the distance, far off, Korinne, your character sees a figure that looks like a human being strolling amongst the dunes. However, in comparison to the dunes that he strides, this looks to be remarkably huge person. This humanoid figure is wearing loose cloth robes, and there seems to be a weapon at their side as they close in into your range of vision. You may have stopped everyone from moving as you try to see it normally. And you can tell with a knowledge local. You have no clue what this is, but you can point this out to others.
Hey, yo.
Varian would tell you this is a sand giant that you can see in the far off distance. He's passing
fuck's a
your
sand
stretch of
giant?
road. Exactly.
It's like a sand nigger, but massive.
You would know at best that from tales of what a sand giant is. They're very bad news because they enslave nearly anyone they come across and drag their bodies into the giant lands, and you rarely ever escape from there because there are many more giants out there where they come from.
What's he gonna do? Put us all in his pocket?
Yeah, he can.
If we're lucky. He might stuff us in his prison wallet, which...
What is your guys' obsession with prison wallets?
What do you mean obsession? I think this is the first time I brought it up.
So can we kill it?
He
Probably
came
not.
to booty.
We do not have our DPS currently. I don't think we can kill jack shit.
I mean, I was genuinely asking. I don't know what the threat level of this is. You'll have to rely on your local knowledge.
Well, considering there's legends of the things, I'd say no, we can't kill them.
Well, fearless leader, got any more ducks in that bag?
Let's
A
see.
duck would currently make the problem worse. We're trying to hide.
Well, maybe he's a fan of magic.
No ducks.
I think he'll just see us as more talented slaves.
Well, worst comes to worst, I can always bury myself in the sand.
I don't think the
yes.
thing has problem digging.
Well, he has to know I'm there. I'm assuming this is a we perceive him before he perceives us thing.
Finding someplace to hide does sound like a good idea.
I found the perfect fucking token for that. Thank you, EverQuest. Anyway, roll stealth checks. Or Skagen can roll for the entire group.
Yes, please.
Skagen, you pick this nice little shadowy cliff to hide under. off to the side of the road. With the help of Sid, even, your characters can dig themselves a nice little hole so they fit nicely within that, within a niche. Let's see what they're...
Like the desert version of Predator.
Yep. And, despite their weight and size, the sound is relatively quiet as they move across the sands. They seem to have a supernatural affinity to walking through the desert. But with a perception check, one more of them. It seems to have passed just moments ago. And you'll be safe to keep moving here after you spend one measurement of time waiting.
Well, that
Let's
was
just
maybe
say,
uncomfortable.
let's just say instead of your
Let's hurry.
instead of your morning, you're going to be starting your travel at midday, so you'll only be able to move 20 miles today. All right. Rested and the threat of a sand giant far behind you, you're able to move an appropriate amount of speed on these roads. And on your way to your next leg of the journey, you find a caravan passing through. There are quite a few merchants and 3 wagons and requisite amount of militia from Freeport to guard it at that area.
We should probably warn them of the sand giant.
That would be up to our fearless leader.
Yeah.
Don't
Unless
just
there's
say,
dwarves,
yeah,
in which
you're-
case I would tell them.
Sorry, did you say we encountered somebody, or just still traveling on the road? I was...
Yeah, you encountered a caravan from Freeport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Skagen approaches them and tells them, travelers, it would be best to return to Freeport for the time being. This road to DRNS is not safe. We encountered a sand giant only 2 days ago, and orcs control a large stretch of the road further west from there on the way to DRNS.
The merchant leader seems to look to one of the bronze helms that seem to be serving in command of the defense of this caravan, and he says, the orcs will be of no great concern, adventurer. Thank you for your advice. Though the sand giant we can wait out for a bit. If you seen them 2 days ago on this trail. Which way was the giant heading towards?
He was heading towards the west.
Yes, then he speaks mainly to the merchant, the lead merchant. Then we would make do with camping after today's journey is complete, resting out here in the desert for the next 2 days. Thank you, adventurer.
Yes. We did deliver a message of parley from the Knights of Justice to the orcs. So if you do encounter orcs traveling through those lands, I would advise do not draw first blood. If they will likely respect the message of parley. So guard yourselves, but don't be the ones to strike first. If you wish to,
we will take care.
Yeah.
And words being exchanged, they move on to finish their part of the journey while the sun is still up. And it is time for you guys to do the next part of your journey. Okay.
How far have we moved? Feels like basically nothing, despite it being 3 days.
You're on like the last day of your journey now.
Oh, the icon just isn't moving for me for some reason.
It's right here. Is it not updating for you?
Maybe I need to reload the Roll20.
Oh, we're almost done with today. Yeah, it's 2:30 right now, so yeah, let's just fudge that and say, okay.
Oh, there we go. After reload.
Now you the last day of the journey, the roads are much more safer. There's barely a wild animal to have crossed your path in the last day, and you're now safely within the sandstone walls of Freeport. Let's see, what would be best? I think we should end the session here, and we'll start up the next session, moving about in Freeport and possibly introducing new characters.
Okay.
But you guys are gonna pay that 500 gold for Bellatrix's revival.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm okay with that if everybody else is.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good stopping point. Then yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we're going into talking to a bunch of NPCs, possibly selling stuff. So.
Yeah.
Listening to Bellatrix tell us what death was like.
Wait, are you describing a D&D playthrough, or are you describing your day at work?
I subtracted 50 platinum from the party loot to pay for the resurrection.
Noted. Erazem, Bellatrix is going to be alive next session. What is?
See, this is where we have to hope that the priest doesn't botch the resurrection, and because we killed him, Braga is haunting us and accidentally possesses, Bellatrix's body.
What is your preferred religious site to revive your friend at? Because you don't just have to go to Orrill. You could go to any.
Does
Jeb.
my temple offer resurrections?
The
I'm sure I-
Temple
I'm-
of Jeb of the Holy Resurrection.
I didn't make it.
There is no Jeb.
There's no Jeb.
But does my temple offer resurrection services?
Yes, I think there would be the high priest of the spiritualists, or the high.
Where's
high
the,
shaman will be able to resurrect.
Yeah, where'd the
sure I-
necromancer go? Let's just use that and make her a revenant, and then she won't die again.
Oh no, Malon's
The
dead.
necromancer is somewhere.
He's dead.
No, he's not. He wouldn't let himself get killed.
We could always try taking
other
her to
people
the.
can object to his objection, so it doesn't matter.
They can certainly try.
We could always
it's
try
no
taking
wonder these
Bellatrix's
lands
body
are
to
so-
the spooky ruins and see if he'll resurrect her.
It's no wonder these lands are so troubled when these heathens have not accepted the salvation of Jeb.
They did not clap.
We'll take her to my church. I'm sure I can swing a discount.
A discount resurrection, just what you asked for.
Look, 10% off.
Discount resurrection, maybe. You definitely don't want to go there for discount circumcision.
It is
It's
Temple
half
of Blood.
In any case, if we're stopping here, I have to get up and go do stuff. So
All right. Thank you, everyone, for showing up for today, and anyone on the YouTubes. Thanks for coming by. We'll be doing this again next week with maybe another player. Who knows?